before the service. And we're happy you're all here. And I know online, if you've tuned in, we're already kind of setting up and getting ready to go.
The second time goes the first time we go back to the beginning. The second time we do the lockdown.
Yeah, this was, we usually don't take requests, but we're taking a request right now from Reverend Heidi. Song by Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog here. Man on the scene. Frog on the scene, I guess it will be. All right. Are we all settled a little? Feel like go ahead and start? You can start. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who says that every wish could be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? But he thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices?
Voices.
I've heard them calling my name.
I'm calling your name, your name, your name, your name.
Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailor? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it.
Nothing that I'd like to be.
Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da doo. La dee da da dee da da doo. Oh, thanks, Biggie. Thanks, everybody. I love that song too.
Oh, well, I get to do the welcome from here because I'm part of the band today. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
So thank you for choosing Heaven on Earth and being here with us today. We have a really exciting day planned because we have two special guests. We have Reverend Heidi Alfrey and we have Erin Rose Ward giving us our talk today. They're right here in the front row. And they're going to talk to us about Ageless Soul, Aging Body, which I can't wait to hear about. And we're going to do a soul shop afterwards. But before we get to Creating Heaven on Earth, our song, why don't we turn and greet each other? If you don't know the person next to you, say hello and just introduce yourself. Hello to those online, and our welcome video, please. We didn't test the welcome video.
Yes, we did.
I am at home in the heart of God. I am at home in the heart. My mind is anchored in the truth. My mind is anchored in the truth. I'm living free in the heart of God.
Come on, get up. Oh, this feels like a familiar role, music director. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, saying I'm choosing heaven today. Let's go with joy. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of joy right now, saying I'm choosing joy today. I think the next one is love, right? Oh, peace. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of peace right now, saying I'm choosing peace today. This one's love to each other. I'm choosing love today.
Oh, yeah, now.
I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of love right now, saying I'm choosing love today. Back to heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, saying I'm choosing heaven today. Let's do it one last time.
I am walking the road
of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. I love the multiple hat days. You know I like hats, right? Okay. So let's just take a moment to start with an opening prayer. Just settle in for a second. Take a breath. Woo, we're so full of gratitude in this community. Beloved presence, we gather together today with these beautiful souls in this very sacred and safe space that we call our slice of heaven on earth, to recognize and behold the divine face of God in each other, to remember the truth of our being, that we are one with the active presence and power of divine love that flows in, out, through, and as each one of us. Remembering that we are never separate from this eternal presence. We are tethered to it. We are the essence of it. And for this and for so many blessings, we say thank you, God. Thank you for everyone who chose to come and bless us with their presence today. Thank you for Reverend Heidi, who always shows up with such beauty and energy and love. And thank you for Erin and her gifts of the Spirit and her movement and meditation practice. Thank you for the message and the music we know will fill us full to overflowing, and for this beautiful container of faith, peace, love, and joy we call Unity of the Oaks. And so it is. Amen. Took my love, I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around.
and I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hill till the landslide brought it down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Oh, well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Yeah, I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, children get older, I'm getting older too. Yeah, I'm getting older too. Take my love, I take it down. Oh, I climb a mountain and I turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring us down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. Yeah, landslide will bring it down.
Good morning. I am Lucy, one of the members of the Unity of the Oaks prayer team, and I will be available to pray with any of you after service. There is also a form for prayer request in the seat in front of you. Your request will then be placed in the prayer box located on the table near the bookcase. Now, let's prepare for our time of meditation with the reading of the daily word, and from the daily word, truth. And its date is today. And I remember you saying that these lessons just seem to come and appear and fit the day. So our lesson for today is truth, and the affirmation, I speak my truth with clarity and compassion. Living in an increasingly polarized world, I am aware Not everyone will share my perspective or see life the way I do. As much as I want to live harmoniously with others, I also want to stand up for what I believe, what I know is true for me. I appreciate that others feel the same way about their beliefs. I speak my truth. I center myself in my divinity while acknowledging the divinity of all others. I am honest and grounded, staying steady if someone does not agree with me. Likewise, I receive others' truths as I would want them to receive mine. The presence of God is within me. I am a spiritual being living with integrity, speaking words of truth with spiritual power. And from Zechariah chapter 8, verse 16. These are the things that you shall do. Speak the truth to one another. Render in your gates judgments that are true and make for peace.
So let's join in a sacred, sacred time. And that's the time you're giving yourself to be with yourself, truly. Let's take a breath together. Breathe in and appreciate those lungs. Appreciate all this fresh air. And then we exhale. And I'd like you just to, if your shoulders need to go down a little bit, and let that exhale send the message of whatever relax feels like for you. Let's take another breath together. Just opening those lungs. And as we exhale again, anything that feels in any way heavy, let me just let it melt. Let me just let it flow. Flow out of me. Let Mother Earth have it. She's really strong. So we come here to this center, this piece of heaven on earth, to experience what heaven is inside of each of us. You know, our masters told us things like, be still and know that you end suffering when we're willing to lean into it and see ourselves on the other side. So we come here to know that there's things we don't know yet about ourselves, and we're willing to discover this holy and divine being that will never come again. You will never come again. So it seems really, really valuable for all of us in this finite state of human to be really interested in the infinite spirit that wakes us up in the morning, through which we are able to experience this world and love and be loved. And yes, we are ageless, and we are aging, and it is so perfect. So this is a place where you get to practice how to be with all of you, the things you really love and the things that you're willing to start loving. And in that way, we do experience this freedom that's beyond anything we can figure out. It's a freedom that is timeless and that is ageless and is weightless. It's just the opening of our mind to that truth. Thank you, Spirit, for this community, for the hearts that are gathered here, that buoy us, that keep us afloat. That's why we come here, to really remember. And what a holy, holy space we create at Unity, where everyone is welcome, everyone is honored, especially when the ways that you may think are silly about you or not perfect about you. And then you go, yeah, I like that part too. I'm so grateful to be part of the divine tapestry of this life and of this community. And I welcome it all. Ralph Waldo Emerson reminds us that what is behind you or what is before you are tiny matters compared to what is within you. Thank you, Spirit, for opening that portal of curiosity. And that is the way we keep the light on, because we are the light of the world. Thank you for a place that talks about that truth that sets us free. We are so grateful. And so it is.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard you will find to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extreme with impossible dreams. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, and life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you're derived out of being alive. And here's the best part, we'll have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Come on, Tommy, show them go. Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo, yeah. Let's go to C. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you're derived out of being alive. And here is the best part, you'll have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Yeah. I like it. And it's true.
boy, you all are just extraordinary. It's really like off the chart. Thank you, Tommy. That was swanky. Swankiness. Good morning. I'm so grateful to be here. I still don't know why I wear makeup here. I don't know. There's something so beautiful about the way you all do music. It's like you're like, oh, just like so doing your guitar, and Sherry, you're up there like, I don't know, the good ship lollipop all the time. Everybody's happy. So it gets me. It just gets me. It's like the world doesn't act like this. So seriously, it's true. It's like I just fall apart. But it's good to fall apart, right? So I'd like to say I'm a 66-year-old woman. My mom passed away about a month ago, and I love this lovely lady that's going to be with me today, and I have really good friends here that know me better than I would like when I'm up here doing a talk. So there are really, there's so much to us, right? You wouldn't know that was going on with me. You wouldn't know anything about me, and what I've come to find in ministry, that there is a big part of us that is the part of us we want people to know about us. And then there's a big part of us, often because of the way we were raised, however we were raised. Some people in my comedy class said, my parents didn't raise me, they lowered me. But anyway, we're not in the comedy class. So the idea is that that I've recognized so much about the value of being an ageless soul in an aging body. And we don't talk about the things that we really need to talk about, things like money and sex and aging, right? Aging. So is everybody aging here? Is anybody having a good time aging? Good. Okay, so this is good. All right, because you would know your average soul out there that isn't quite as evolved as the Unity people there has been a struggle for me, and I didn't know what that struggle was, because this is the usual process of life. But I think we're all good with the usual process of life when it looks good and feels good and it's what I want, rather than I won't even say who walked in today that was saying, me and my body seem to be in a bit of a war, around what I want to do and what my body is willing to do, and how do we, my friends, get out of that argument? Because, sometimes we see the wars outside, but the biggest war I have is inside of me, is the part of me that hasn't accepted me. And and we're on that journey. There's no perfection to this, but I'll tell you, since I started getting more interested in this than what I'd been interested in before, I've found parts of me that have helped me to have a lot more fun in this life. I might cry more. I might have my blush down here right now, but in general, that's not why anybody loves me anyway. It really is. And we start to realize that the lovable part of you is not the presentation of you, it's who you are. And that, to me, is where we really start to discover God. And maybe I experience God so clearly when people are playing music, because it's so real and it's so true. So I do want to thank my friend Lois Nestle. One day I had let go of ministry because there was a time when it let go of me, and I was sort of, what do I do besides this personhood thing that I've created? I'm a minister. This is what I do. It's like, well, you're not. Maybe you want to be nice anyway. Just maybe you want to use some of these principles anyway. And so my friend Lois, it is weird when you're being grumpy and you think, and people ask you, what's your profession? I'm a minister. It's like, well, you might want to be nicer. So the point is, a friend of mine, she was going to this 8 p.m. experience in Topanga. Would any of you go to something that starts at 8 p.m. in Topanga? I was like, I'm so happy for you, and sounds great. And she kept saying it, Heidi, someday you're going to have to go with me. So Lois, hello, she was going to be speaking, but she had this thing called an irregular heartbeat and had to go to the hospital last night. So now she's in the... Anyway, hi, Lois, we love you. Anything to get out of talking. I get it. Anyway, so we have a very good friendship. But so I went to this experience at 8 p.m. in Topanga, And we walked in, and everyone dancing. It was a movement experience. It was just, and I'll bring Erin up here, but the point was there was all these people in their 30s that were dancing. And I immediately felt not comfortable. And I said to Lois, I said, everybody here is 40 years younger than us. What's going on here? And she goes, isn't it great? And I went, no, it's not great. I felt really good about myself until I walked in here. And now and she goes, oh, well, you can just be with that. And then she dances off. And I'm standing there like, I don't like to feel uncomfortable. I don't like to not know who I am. And I had to just stand there with this voice, because it had already started with this voice saying, oh, you've arrived. This is the perfect moment of your life, or some kind of thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I experiencing here? Kind of when we start meditating, we're like, I'm prepared to meditate. But I wasn't prepared for this level of what was happening to me, but it was happening to me anyway. So I have befriended this amazing person that I would call my muse, my mentor, who happens to be 30 years younger than I. And it's been weird and wonderful and extremely vulnerable to see the part of me that sort of wishes I was back there, but really grateful that I'm here. We're the elders. I am, and if you call yourself that, but I've forgotten all the value I had in that. You know, all the value I had was when I was young. Can y'all relate to that stuff? But that is so not true. So I have to prove that to myself. And so I hang around with these young people. And not only that, the wisdom that comes in all of our experiences, and there's so much wisdom in this next generation, and I don't know them unless I'm with them. And so Erin Rose Ward is a divine movement facilitator, I would say. She's an angelic being. She has blessed my life, and she's somebody I've never heard say anything unkind about anyone, which kind of weirds me out, because you should be doing that in this lifetime. But I really want, I want you all, that's how you discern what's right and wrong. But I'm so grateful that she's here today, and so let us welcome Erin Rose Ward. We're going to get you. All right, thank you, and I am going to grab my water. So anyway, yay you. Aww. Yes, yay you. You're so precious. Oh.
She love this woman?
She makes me so uncomfortable. It's like, let's get up. Anyway, you're adorable, and I love you. Anyway, so see, this is it. I like my shoes, so I will be wearing them. Anyway, so they're all my stuff and my. Okay, but we love our stuff, right? So, Erin, my life has changed so much since I've been in part of your practice of what is called 360 emergence, and I'd like for you to tell us what goes on when we talk about 360 emergence. Reverend Sherry's been involved with this, and Summer, and some other people, and we want to offer this. We are offering this today, but more than anything, I'd like you to understand what we're talking about with ageless soul, aging body. Yeah. But tell me about 360 emergence, which is,
Wow. Thank you, Heidi. And thank you all so much for the warm welcome here to your space. I was in tears immediately, because the heaven on earth is palpable, and it's really a blessing in such an intense time to be in a space where we are naming that we're cultivating this love for one another and for the world. And that's really what we do in the 360 emergence, is cultivate love. It's just another way of doing it. The 360 emergence is the methodology I was trained in that first emerged through something called the 5 Rhythms, which was Gabrielle Roth in the 60s. And it's a version of an ancient practice that's been going on since humans were around, which is moving our bodies to rhythm, and whether we would do it around the fire, when people passed on, when people were born, we all come from peoples who danced, if we go back long enough. Or maybe it's you. You're a person who dances. But we all share that capacity to understand ourselves, understand creation, understand, what it's like to be human through the body, through having a lived experience, not thinking about it, but relating to it on this animal level. And when rhythm is involved, as our musicians know, when rhythm is involved, there's a transcendence of self that isn't like I'm going somewhere. It's like I'm just a part of something bigger than this small concept of who I am. And when we dance together, that's what we're creating. This, like, it's bigger than just me and my vulnerabilities, insecurities, fears, contractions. I get to open to this playful field of being alive that we're co-creating. And it's simple. The 360 emergence is simple.
So, and what you're talking, see, when you say the word dance, for a lot of people, that might be John Travolta, right? And, and so I know getting on a dance floor, you might have heard of him. And you said the 60s. I'm like, oh, do you even remember? But the idea is that there's a performance that goes with dance. It used to be, it was like, oh, is there a cute guy here or a cute woman, whatever we're, into. But there's kind of a posturing for dancing. And it took me a long time to get out even on a dance floor. And then this, though, as I said, I was thinking, why am I here with all these young people, and I'm not a young person, and why am I not a young person, or whatever my story was. But to sit with that, it started to dissolve. And then I started to hear another beat, and then you start to believe these parts of you that are, I'm mad at my body, or I'm mad at life, or this person doesn't, or my sister and I don't get along. There's a part of it where we're holding it in our body. So I can bring that to this experience that, for me, movement is a little easier to hear than dance, because dance means I'm sort of, performing. But what I really like is I bring everything to this experience. Like we bring everything to this service. You're going to have emotions here because this conversation is so different than our usual life. So this experience to me was just another level. Our founder, Myrtle Fillmore, she started to love her body. She was mad at her body. People told her she had an inherited illness and she was going to die of this illness. And she went to a lecture where she heard the words, "You're a child of God and therefore you can't inherit sickness." It's still profound to think of hearing something like I was hearing when I was in your experience, and like I heard when someone mentioned to me, alcoholism is not that you're a bad person, you're a sick person, right? I mean, that was helpful to me also. And it was helpful to me to be able to sit in pain and see how it transforms. So this is part of what I think our teaching was about, is this experience of whatever's happening to us, that we're able to love it, or that we're able to be kind to it, that however it is, because aging is a place where your body is doing things you did not expect. Can anybody prepare for aging, really? Yeah. Are you going to buy glasses that you don't quite need yet, but someday, or I'm going to get that walker and just keep it over there, or however it is. But the point, but we should. I mean, because there's part of us that, where is the kindness? Yeah, and just another, like my mom, watching my mom age, she fought everything. She fought help. I've told y'all that story, There's just fought it, didn't want anybody to come in and help her, and she needed people to help her. And eventually, she let go, and she let the help her. But I think our resistance to aging can be less as we allow ourselves to have, the experience with you it's really been extraordinary for my kindness to myself.
I'm thinking of that story that I think is so pertinent and powerful about you coming to practice, to the 360. Can I tell it?
Sure.
From my perspective?
Yeah, sure. I don't even know
the
story. Okay, so if we have to cut the film, it's okay.
This is a very common experience of coming to a space together and kind of looking around and sizing each other up. We do that, and it's so human. When you're going to something that says we're going to dance, we're going to move our bodies, can be very vulnerable. And Heidi has shared this experience of coming to the practice, and there's one particular person who dances who is a dancer, and it's gorgeous, and she expresses, and wow. Heidi had shared with me that she would see that and it would have all sorts of reactions in her body. Every judgment, shame, move away, move close. And it was distracting.
Usually move away.
Normally move away. And then what happened for her over time, as I understand it, is this befriending of what was happening in the moment of her experience. Each time she practiced leaning into that, making space for, okay, it's okay, I feel this way. Eventually and with that dissipation probably went so many other countless experiences of comparing ourselves and shrinking away and feeling like I'm not good enough. All of a sudden, there's this human who just gets to be themselves and appreciate someone else. And really, like the song said, choose love in a moment when habitually we might, you're just better than me, so I'm going to go over here. But then, what's it like? We just get to do this together. And I'm so touched by that story because it is a multi-generational conversation. It is an aging body conversation. It's a physical ability conversation. And in that moment, the amount of self-acceptance, kindness, love, tolerance to the discomfort of being in a body, like your practice of that really emerged in this freedom that affects everyone.
Yes.
So thank you.
Oh gosh. Well, Erin, thank you. And and thank you for noticing and listening. Right, because I think what part of the issue, my sister who's 13 months apart from me, we've warred our whole life. We're just completely different people. And it's caused us with my mom passed, and it's just really intensified. And my ability to just send her love when I think about her, because we were, pitted against one another because we didn't have the ability to understand. We didn't have the spaciousness to say, who is this person and who am I? We were always, I'm not her and she's not me, and being mad about that rather than this experience of really leaning into our whatever that is. And this is a big ask when you're in pain. This is a big ask when something's happened that's really hard on us. And we need our people, we need our movement, because we were talking the other day about if you could dance out disagreements. There could be the sister dance, right? Or there could be the divorce dance. Or whatever we're doing. But there could be, the experience of having a dance around what you're frustrated about. Totally. You do that with your partner, don't you? Your work partner.
Yeah.
What do y'all do when you have a disagreement?
I do it with my business partner and my fiance. We do this. It's non-verbally to take the emotion that we're experiencing and run it through our body without the language, without the connotations that our words have. It can go from in it against, I've got conflict with you, to in it together, because we go from I have my idea and you have your idea and one of our idea is right and the other is wrong to like I'm in a body feeling things, you're in a body feeling things. That's kind of cool. And it dissipates it, and we don't have to unpack even. Sometimes that's fun, but we can arrive at how we want to feel through the body rather than through the mental concepts that we create. That is what I'm really interested. Dance as reparative, and dance movement as conflict resolution, dance as in it togetherness. And for those sitting here being like, okay, this is all well and good, it's hard for me to move. I'm in pain all the time. When we say dance, we get to widen the aperture of what that is and really understand that creating any amount of pulse with our awareness and a kindness, the tone of kindness that helps us relax into the moment, that is going to generate a movement and of energy. That energy might be memory, might be thought, might be emotion, but it's going to move. So it can be heat, it can be, I wasn't alive in the 80s, but my mom used to dance in the 80s, and she would tell me about these nightclubs in New York City. Like, yes, it can be that. It can also be us, sitting in a chair, just creating a little bit of rhythm and watching with that loving witness what moves across my field. Can I dance with it? Can I give it to the rhythm? Can I let myself be here? Oh, there's another person doing the same thing. Can I let us be in it together? I don't have to know anything about them. Can I just enjoy their company? So that's really what we aim to create in these practices, and what Heidi and I have seen. I got to be at Unity Santa Barbara with Heidi, which was my first experience of Unity, another really beautiful community. And what I experienced there is much what I felt when I walked into this room, which is those of us who have a spiritual lens on our lives, those of us who really put that at the forefront, when we meet this practice, it's a homecoming, because we're taking everything we really believe in and we stand for, and we're saying, like, now I apply it, and now I choose love in this moment, and I find a bit of that pleasure and delight in my body that turns all of it from, yes, I stand in it, to, yes, I stand in it. And it gets to become feeling in our bodies that then, the scientific word for it is vortex. It vortexes out when it's in our body. So that's what we're going to be doing in our workshop today, is becoming vortexes. So that sounds fun.
And the idea is that you are able, this is completely your own choice, in that you can stay seated in your chair. It's almost like you wait to hear sometimes, what does my body want to do? And my head, nothing. If you don't do anything, you don't do anything. And it's like, well, the foot really wants to tap. And then it's just the listening to something other than the plan. Because most of us, when we're moving, we're going somewhere, we're doing something, we're finishing a task. I mean, so I love this idea of moving without purpose, meaning, or without plan. And just the experience of being in it together. And Rick, you actually were with our experience also. Was it, and of course, I'm always wanting testimonials, but you had a pleasant, you'd say it was, it's very good, very good. It's almost like you do experience things that you didn't know you'd experience, and you can bring everything in. And the music is curated. Tell me about, like, the music is she will be guiding today, most of it, and it's really like, if it's slow music, it would be, what does slow feel like? How do we embrace that, the experience of, so the music, tell me about how you pick the music. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like the music is it's such a provoker of emotions, as we all know. It's a time-traveling machine. You play a song, and all of a sudden you're, right back into that spot, whatever that spot is. And so there's a way to play with the tones and the lyrics and the feeling of the music, and create contrast through the music, so that we get the chance to experience these different qualities in our system, these different states, nostalgia, softness, ease, beauty, rage. The music can help us provoke some of these aspects so that we can relate to them, and so that we can really, over and over again, have the experience of, oh, now it's like this, now the beat is like this, or the song is like this. How do I want to allow it? How do I want to just be here with it? And if I move my body, that being here, after I get past the mental layer of judgment around how it looks, or is it right? Once I get past that, I get to experience delight in relating to whatever's here, no matter what that thing is. So things like a beloved passing, or a breakup, or the parts that are so hard for us to handle, this is a way that we relate to them, and we get to experience the bounty of relating to it, because we're in motion and because we're together. We're not in it alone.
Right. And the invitation when we're doing this is not to look at another person, not to talk to another person, because it's really your experience. And that is what makes it interesting, is that, when you're here, you're getting whatever you get from the service, and everybody's getting something different, but we all know that it's beneficial. And it is all, and so if you come, as you come, and don't let any love offering, this is really, the offering is for this is why it all goes under my culture of kindness. As we are kinder to ourselves, we really become kinder people. It's, and so this isn't like be kind, and then you're going to figure out how to be kind. It's really an experience of you with you. And tell us how our time is, because, we can, how is our, yeah, I mean, are we wrapping up? And should we move? Okay, all right, well, that's, so because now Erin's experience, if you ever want to go to Topanga at 8 p.m., I will pick you up. Yeah, so that's for sure. You also dance in Ojai, or yes, in Ojai in the afternoons on Sunday. But today we're going to have our experience at 12:15. So you have a light lunch, and if you, hopefully everybody's got some kind of comfortable clothes on, or like it said, you can really come and just be with because the music is very, like, you all choose music that really is going to evoke things here, and it does. And so part of the music is much of it is lyricless. It's really the experience of like I say, experiencing the symphony of your own soul. Mm-hmm. Well, so we'll probably keep it like 30 minutes or something. It won't. It's not. Oh golly, I get all excited about this, and I want everybody to come and everybody experience this. So the point is, tell us what you're inviting everybody into today. Or yeah. I want to just turn on some music and start moving around. We're going to move the chairs, and it'll be in here. Yes, okay. And tell us what. I don't know. The thing that drove you into this was being set free from being unkind to your body in some ways. You were dealing with, where I know your bio, and you were dealing with an eating disorder and a sense of, I guess, needing to be something for the world that besides just here I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's relevant to say, if there's the part that's like, oh, this is interesting, but I'm a little nervous, that's a really powerful, like, come and experience this. You never have to do it again afterwards, but if you don't like it. But it really is an experience that it's so simple, like I said, and it's an experience that's really helped me come into a liberated space with my body. And I'm a 35-year-old white woman, so I know that there's also, this is a really normally like nice time to be alive, 35 and healthy, and I don't take that for granted. And I've had the experience of hating being in a body, hating my body, and being so cruel to it on the inside. No one could tell on the outside. In fact, everyone was like, you look great. And I was like, I'm dying inside. And I was able to, I'm an example of the human capacity to go from hell to heaven in my body, hating it, wouldn't wish it on anyone, to like, the things that I used to think about aren't even in my awareness anymore. I don't see the same way. I'm able to be with my body when I'm sick. I'm able to be with other bodies when they're dying, because I have this relationship that feels like grace. And it's not because I did something to get there. It's because I entered into a space of in it togetherness where I felt safe enough to feel the things that were in the way of the love, to get to the love. And now that's my normative experience.
Thank you. And I was part of going into my family system, my mother dying, being able to be present for that was really extraordinary, because I didn't have the need to fix it. I was able to be with this. And to me, this is the greatest opportunity for us in this life, is to be with the aging story and to be with and allow that kindness to come in. And it really has been weird in a way of so much kindness now comes into my life that I'm constantly having to go, oh, okay, I can up this one more bit. Yeah. I will tell you all, it's just a lot. It's so much. Yeah, do I have one more minute? Okay, well, so I don't want to take, the thing is, as I start to feel better about me in my age, wherever my makeup happens to be on my face, and all of these things, it starts to be like your life starts working out like this. I had a pain in my body. A friend of mine recommended that I go to this holistic physician. I went to this fellow. I'm waiting out in the parking, and I'm not waiting in the parking lot. I'm waiting in the waiting room with the pain in my butt, and I'm not happy, and I'm really grumpy. And this doctor comes out to me, and he's good looking. Oh, please. And I think he's in his 30s. But he comes walking out, and I'm in the chair just like mad at the world because of my butt, right? And so he comes, and he leans down, he takes my hands, and he goes, Heidi, how can we help you today? Even if he was, not the most handsome man I'd seen in a long time, the point is the undoing of me. I just sat there and wept because of the kindness, and I had to let it in. I wanted just to run out of there. I was like, how can you help me? how long do you have? I wanted to say, but what I said is I said, I don't know. I don't know. I said, I'm just so sad right now. And he goes, just follow me. And we went in but what I was so moved by was how hard it was to let somebody serve me, because I'm used to serving, much more comfortable, right? But the release of this, however it is, the vulnerability is what happens. So when I'm open to vulnerability, people can come up and, how can I help you? A man kneeling at my, like, where have you been all my life? I mean, come on. But it was fascinating to really watch. Oh, I want to accept kindness like that. Oh, I want that to be something I'm really, that I know about myself, that it's not something that somebody's doing something that I can't let in. So thank you for this, because there's a spaciousness that gets created that allows we all want people to be there and love us, but they can't if we keep pushing everything away.
And there's one thing that just came through so clearly, and it speaks to the unity community. I think the reason why I had such a powerful experience in Santa Barbara, and I am having such a powerful experience in this room, is because we are co-creating something. And this afternoon, when we move together, your being, your kindness, your integrity, your love will be part of what everyone receives in the practice. So if you're needing some of that love, some of that support, some of that care, come. And if you're someone who's like, my cup overfloweth and I might not move very much, but I can offer that, please come, because we'll do it together.
That's right. And I will tell you, since that time, I don't have any pain in my butt. I don't know. It's and I wonder all the time. This is the medicine. This is such good medicine right here, right? And I didn't really look into that much. I thought it was a little bit, But Myrtle's my teacher, and you're my teacher, and y'all are all my teacher, and so we want to just know that's really, really, really the way it works. All right, ageless souls and aging bodies, and so what we're calling this is make space for grace, because grace is the kneeling doctor in front of you. Grace is your mother passing, and I felt like we had completed every conversation we needed to have, and all of that, I want to make space for that in my life. So I love you, Erin Rose Ward. I love all of you, and thank you for this time together. Yes, and Sherry and Rick, and oh my gosh. All right. I'll take all my little things here.
Thank you so much for that. Well, now now this song actually makes, after your story, Erin, I think this song really makes sense. Made sense to me anyway. I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Oh, 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 oh.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in.
We're bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Spiritual warriors. Yeah, that's what we've become.
Yeah, that's what we've become.
Don't let them break me down to dust.
I know that there's a place for us, for you're glorious.
When the sharpest word's gonna cut me down, gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown him out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am
Who I'm meant to be. This is me.
look out, 'cause
Here we come.
and we're marching on to the beat we drum.
We're not scared to be seen. We make no apologies. This is me. Oh, 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 oh.
Let's do it again.
This is me. Oh, oh, oh,
I know that I deserve my love.
oh, oh, oh. This is me. Oh,
I know that I deserve your love.
and there's nothing I'm not worthy of.
I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies.
This is me.
Hello. Hello. I am Stacy, your board member of the day. Here is our mission, if you will please read it with me. Unity of the Oaks is a loving, accepting, and heart-centered spiritual community here to be love in action, to encourage personal growth, awaken spiritual curiosity, and transform lives. If you would like to bless us with a love offering, we have several ways for you to give. In the seat in front of you, are envelopes for cash or check. Make sure to include your name if you'd like a record of your donation. You'll also find our text to give information, and anytime you can visit our website to give. If you've given electronically, please bless the basket, then pass it along. This information can always be found in an email newsletter we send out each. So make sure I'm hitting the wrong thing, I think. Sorry about that. Here we go. Now let's take a moment to focus our attention on our giving heart as we feel the abundance of receiving. We visualize the mission statement coming to life. Now please join me in the love offering blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God. We are most grateful for all your contributions to our community as we grow it with lots of events and classes, which is what Rhonda is going to tell you about.
Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to Topanga at 8 o'clock. That was fabulous. I'm serious, I'm going. I don't know where you are or when, but I'm going. And please, everyone stay after, because they'll both be here for Make Space for Grace. Grab some goodies in the hall first, and when you come back, this room will be magically transformed into a dance hall or a movement center. Okay. This is our last week to support Service Outreach's efforts for the James Storehouse Annual Back to School Bash. Information is still on the back table and in the e-letter, something like that. Please feel free to purchase items any way you prefer. Monetary donations are also accepted if you didn't bring stuff, so they'll get the stuff. Socks and underwear. If you didn't bring socks and underwear, no, we don't want the ones you're wearing. Just leave donations. Okay. Law of Attraction discussion group is meeting next at Sherry and Rick's house this Tuesday night at 6:30. All are welcome. Join Valerie Kobe for an Artist's Way class beginning this coming week on Thursday, right here at Angels and Acorns. The Artist's Way is based on universal spiritual principles and their application toward opening ourselves creatively and synergistically flowing. And movement, perhaps? It's all creative. Utilizing daily spiritual practices and tasks, we will unblock our creativity towards experience of spiritual and artistic breakthroughs. There are a few Artist's Way books for sale in the bookshop because it really helps to have the book when you go to the class. I did this a bazillion years ago. Need to do it again. I need a book. Just kidding. Grief support is also being offered by Valerie this Friday at 12:30 right here in the back. And Reverend Heidi will also be offering a silent meditation day on August 9th from 10 to 4. You can sign up in the back of the room and the details are there. Yeah, I want details. That sounds interesting. And last but not least, the tea party has been postponed to September 13th at 2. We're grateful for all the volunteers who offered to help and set up food. Speaking of which, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, and the tea party's getting postponed. Why? Because there's so much work to do to put these things on. Look around. This is a very small pool for all these activities, and it can't always be at Rick and Sherry's. Right? It's like they're gonna have the city's gonna come put a traffic light in front of their house and go, you're there, because everything is always up there, so much. But guys, they need us to step up. We've got to jump in there and start making these things move forward. Mostly like event planning group. That's what we need, event planners. And I know when I was nagging you guys, somebody out there's got to go all Maria Kondo on that office in there because it's a wreck. So we need organization. We need people to take ownership of this space and our activities and make it rock. besides these guys. They're doing their job. This place freaking rocks, thanks to you guys. Ooh, is freaking a bad word for church? All right. Okay, anyway, I better shut up now before I do get myself in trouble. That's it.
Thank you, Rhonda. So I want to thank Reverend Heidi and Erin, or might as well be Reverend Erin. That was Reverend Erin today. Thank you so much, and I will definitely be there after I get a few snacks and move the chairs around. That was so amazing. And I want to thank Betsy for stepping in for Summer, and great job. We didn't panic, did we? And Renee, the man behind the screen, stepping in for Layla today. And remember that the Homeboys Tour is August 9th, and we're going to look for a few volunteers who would drive us so we can take everybody together. So if you're willing to drive and you have a car and that you can take a few people, why don't you let us know? We might have a sign up in the back. I'm not sure if we got that done with all the technical stuff we had this morning. But yes, let us know. I will drive, but we need a few more people, right, Janie? Tony will drive? Okay, cool. We've got a few to start with. Those of you who signed up for the team tea party to help out, I just want to say thank you so much. I'm sorry we didn't have our first meeting this last week, but I went to see some of my friends that had been displaced from the Palisades. You know, I grew up there, and it was the first time I'd seen it, and some of them had actually been allowed to go, and I needed to stay with them, and that's why I couldn't come back and do the Zoom call, because I definitely needed to minister that night, and all of us needed to be together. It was just one of those things. So thank you for understanding. I want to thank Tony Bronson for hospitality today, and Jane, thanks for the muffins and the flowers. Woohoo! And last but not least, it's birthday Sunday. So can we just read this list? Candace, Jillian, Jeannie, Dean, Steve, Rick, Michelle, Graham. Actually, it's Richard. I don't call you Rich. Do some people call you Rich or Rick? Okay, well, I say Richard, Michelle, Graham, oh my goodness, Alan, Susie, Sylvia, and Yvette. Should we do a quick happy birthday? Go, Rick.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, August birthdays. Happy birthday to you.
And that's about it. We're going to do our peace song and our prayer for protection. Thank you for being here. I love you.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with thee. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Woo-hoo-hoo.
so sloppy, man.
What?
So sloppy.
Oh. Yeah, hang on, sloppy.
Hang on, sloppy, hang on.
Hang on, sloppy.
I apologize for my